Let's see. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. Hello. And welcome to this live stream that the audio is working. I realized that when I was making the stream, I had my earbuds in my hand. And for those of you who are members who come to the member stream, you will realize that when I touch my earbuds at all while setting up a stream, it completely fucks up. So the fact that we are good means that we are good, and I'm very happy. I forgot to turn that light on, but it actually looks pretty nice out here today. So maybe we will just keep this going how we're doing this now. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Let's see. Yay. Okay. So lots to talk about today. We have the store, we have the new book, Erotic Anarchy. It's up now. You could get it for free, along with the Our Time Is Now book. Awesome free poetry anthologies, guys. All sorts of fun stuff. The Bloodshed Review's coming back. The Blood Rag is coming out next week. So what issue will that be? 17, issue 17 of the Blood Rag. But yeah, I'm already putting things together for issue 4 of Bloodshed Review. And actually 4 and 5. So, and I guess it's okay to say, because like if you paid attention back when we were doing Bloodshed Review before, you will already know. But issue 4 is going to have a center section with Bunny Wild, and issue 5 is going to have a center section with Rich Boucher. Actually, I wonder. Oh my God! I just had some thoughts. I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. We were going to make these strictly digital, but I've changed my mind on that. And I think we're going to try to do a very low budge print run. I'm not going to do how I did it last time because I bit off way more than I could chew, and I was putting a lot of money into this thing, and it just wasn't bringing the money in, which made me get resentful for the whole thing. So I think the best way to do it now is to just do it the simplest, easiest way possible. And then if it becomes something bigger, then I could do all the other stuff that I was going to do anyway. So we will do that. The, what do you call it? The first 3 issues. I don't know if I'll do a reprint. Maybe I will do the more inexpensive reprints of. I'll either do that or we'll do a digital issue of those. Maybe we'll do both. Who fucking knows? Yeah, who knows? We'll figure this out. We'll get to the bottom of this shit. But anyway, I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun. So that should be a lot of fun, a lot of cool fun. But I just remembered some of the people who were supposed to be in issue 4 and 5. And that's really exciting. So I'm really excited. I'll have to go back and make sure I still have rights to those poems to put out, because that would be fucking amazing. What else is going on? There's all sorts of little things. I will show you this. I went to the Broad recently, and there is this guy. His name, I think his name is, oh man, I already forgot his name. I think his last name is Boys. Is it John Boys? Is that his name? this I think he's German, but anyway, so one of the things he did was postcards. Like a lot of his artwork he did on postcards, and then he got really into the idea of postcards as art, and then was making postcards that you couldn't actually ship, like postcards out of wax or postcards out of blocks or postcards out of whatever, but like ones that were really hard to mail anyway. So it kind of defeated the purpose of them being postcards, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, they gave these postcards out. Okay. Now, the thing that's cool about these postcards, they're actual postcards, but they're biodegradable. And the postcard itself, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but it has seeds in the paper. So you could plant this postcard and it will grow a tree. And I wonder if that's the tree it would grow. It says Elysian Park, something Village Springs, Coast Live Oak Tree at Elysian Park, Los Angeles. So maybe that's what you get. Gurf, how you doing? So yeah, get that QR code, guys, if you want to find out about whatever the hell it is I'm showing you right there. So that's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, it's Nikki Jam. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How was Valentine's Day, guys? Tell me all about your Valentine's Day. I want to hear all the shenanigans that happened on Valentine's Day. If you have shenanigans, I want to hear all about them. So let's see. We talked about great company. That's what happened. Great company. I heard that that's all one could ever really want from a Valentine's Day. Great company. Great company. What else is a great company? Apple. Apple's a great company. There's things. It's okay. Moving right along. We had a great time. Well, you know what? Great is what everybody wants, Yeah, great. I had great company. I had a great time. I was at a great place. I did all sorts of great things. Me and Tony the fucking tiger, dude. Me and Tony the fucking tiger. What else were we doing? What was happening today? Oh, Erotic Anarchy again. I don't have the link down below. Mother. Bear with. How can I fix that while I'm doing this? Did you have a great Valentine's? I did have a great Valentine's. It was so great that it was better than something. It was great. Okay, let me see. I just realized that I don't have the link for, hang on. Boom, it's already right here. Okay, we're just going to copy and paste it because that's what motherfuckers do, son. Okay, we are going to copy and paste this link into the description of this video. Boom. You can get, boom, sorted. There you go. In the description of this video, there is the link to where you can get Erotic Anarchy for free. Poems for Valentine's Day. Poems for loving on yourself or others. Or as one person's poem, getting a splinter out of your finger. Okay. I won't tell you which poem is about a splinter, but there's a bunch of poems about SE with the X But then there's one poem about removing a splinter. And I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You're going to have to read it and figure it out. It's mine. Okay. Just kidding. Just kidding, folks. Just kidding. Oh my God. Anywho, I mean, I think all of the poets in Erotic Anarchy, I mean, I think they make great company. You know, like if you were to just sit there and go like, shit, I would like some good company in an anthology. Like I would show you this anthology and then you would go, oh shit, that's great company. Fuck yeah. There it is. All right. So you guys just keep doing it. You keep setting them up and I'll keep knocking them down. That's how we do this. That's how we do this here. So there's other stuff we're going to be talking about, including this new little book I got by Ferlinghetti, Poetry as Insurgent Art. This is a beautiful little hardcover. This is just like a gorgeous book. Like you can't really get more gorgeous than this book. We're going to talk a little bit about this. We're going to talk a little bit about I almost got another Ocean Vuong book, which I probably should have just got because but I don't know. It's the poetry book about his mom. And I couldn't remember if that was the one I had kind of reviewed him reading poems out of, but I don't think it was. But I couldn't remember what that book was called. So if you guys know what his other collection of poetry is called, please tell me so I can then know. Also, I went to that, I can't remember the name of it, if it's Mystery Books or Pure Mystery, the rare bookstore. I went back there and tried to sneak some pictures. But I don't know, like, and I get the whole thing, but it's just like, I've been in there a few different times. And I mean, they probably see so many people in there. But like, the same stories happen over and over again, and it gets a bit tiresome. It does. It really does. It really truly does. So let me see. Where were some of the pictures I took inside this store? I sent this to Jeff. Okay, so anyway, this store, it's all like first editions and most of the things are signed. But like I snuck this one and sent it to Jeff because he was talking to me about it. But here is a postcard that John Kerouac wrote this other poet. What's his name? Or author John Montgomery. So it's a conversation they had, or no, it's not even a postcard. It's just a letter. So if you like reading people's letters, that's Jack Kerouac writing to, I guess, that fucking dude. Okay. Who apparently lives at that address at one point. Okay. And the postmark on this is 1960. That was fun, huh? I just did some, what do you call it? Okay, but here's the other thing. I went into the store without taking my allergy medication, and like every bookstore that has used books in it, there has to be a giant cat. And if your bookstore is clean, you can have a cat in there and it doesn't bother my allergies. But if you do not clean your bookstore, I'm going to walk in and my face is going to say no and shut down. And that's what happened here. What else did I find? Okay, this is Henry Miller, his personal drawings, notes, and messages that he had on his refrigerator for his assistant. Okay. So this is what it looks like in the frame. Okay. So let's get in here and take a look at that drawing a little bit. There's a bunch of writing on this, which I can't make out right now. But here are some notes that he wrote for his assistant. Like, take care of this shit. Call this person. Dude, do this shit. Make it happen. Da 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 da. Okay. So that's kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know what that means. What is that? Let me see. Is there anything in here you could see that would make you go, oh wow? Signed copies of Stuart Little, Where the Wild Things Are, and James and the Giant Peach. Is that cool? You like that? Is that interesting? 3 plays by John Osborne. What else is in here that I snuck? And then here are like those. I remember telling you guys, like, he gets scripts made, printed out, and then put in these like plaque boxes that open up, and the scripts are signed by everyone who worked on the movie, kind of thing. So he has Driving Miss Daisy, The Graduate, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Fried Green Tomatoes, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. I can't see what that one says. And I can't see what that one says. But there was a Blazing Saddles one right there too. I don't know. So it was just, there was some fun stuff. There was some fun stuff there. So that's always cool. But like, I went to Book Soup and found this. And I wasn't going to even get a book. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm buying a book right now. And I wasn't going to. And I wanted to kind of go over some of this because some of this is amazing stuff. This book in and of itself is a beautiful piece of art. Okay. Like everything about it, the cover, the book, the printing, the paper, everything. But this book also has a lot of the problems that plague Ferlinghetti, which it's smaller in real life. What are we talking about? I don't understand what we're talking about. Nikki's trying to make this a horrible, horrible pun. The book. Yes, the book is smaller in real life. Smaller than what? Does it look small here? And then it's smaller when you see it? Or do you have this book? What are you trying to say? I need you to use complete sentences. Don't just throw out half thoughts. Beginning, middle, and end. I need a subject and a predicate. Okay. I overthink everything. Did you not see the prompt from like 3 days ago? Over. That's your prompt. What do you over? Do you overthink? Do you overwhelm? Do you over eat? Do you oversleep? Do you over drink? What is your over? And then write about that, whatever your over is. Anyway, so yeah, this book, all of the above. She's like, I'm over drinking and thinking right now. You win a poem, go write it. That's your new chapbook. Since you do all of it, there's enough stuff for you to over all over the place. Okay, but I do want to talk about this book because there are some things in here that are very relevant to today. But this book also highlights all of the problems I have with Ferlinghetti. I can verify this. We're sitting next to each other. Aww. I mean, you guys are just having great company, so it's fine. I appreciate this and I approve of it. So, poetry as insurgent art. Okay. So, this book has like a few different sections in it. It has poetry as insurgent art, and then what is poetry. And apparently, the what is poetry part he worked on from as early as 1950 up until his like late 80s. He was constantly working on this. I feel like that was his Leaves of Grass, but obviously he didn't think much of poetry because it's nowhere near as long as Leaves of Grass. Um, and then there's a part called Forethoughts, Populist Manifesto number 1 from 1976, Populist Manifesto number 2 from 1978, and then Modern Poetry is Prose, also from 1978. I have not read those yet, so I will probably be doing things on those as we get to them. But yeah, this is just a beautiful little book. So it has some little poetry quotes in here at the very beginning. And I wanted to read some of these. Is this the one I really liked? Yes. What times are these when to write a poem about love is almost a crime because it contains so many silences about so many horrors? And that is quoted from After Berlot Breck. Now, the thing about this is we just put out a book called Erotic Anarchy. Go get it. It's free. Links down below. But why the hell are we writing poems about love anyway? when us writing poems about love is just us silencing all of the fucking shit and terror that is going on outside this window right now. You know what I'm saying? It kind of puts shit into perspective. It kind of puts shit into perspective a little bit. But also, if you're writing a scathing chapbook about an ex, go ahead and do that because that's just good shit that you need to do to get it out of your system. But also, that's a good read for everybody. Okay. Because that's something we've all dealt with. Okay. But also, there are horrors out there. Noted. Okay. There's another line in here from Subcommandant Marcos. We apologize for the inconvenience, but this is a revolution. And that, when you hear that like that, it's like, I don't know about you guys, but when I read that, it like, I feel like a punch in my chest. And when I read that just now, I felt it again. And I go back and forth a lot between how much importance there is on our art to change lives and change minds, to instill values, okay, to make someone think for 2 seconds like that something could be different, you know. I've had many talks, long talks, debates even with poets from different walks of life, different walks of academia, we will even say, where the thought of art having any importance other than it being art is just stupid. It is what do they say in Ecclesiastes? It's meaningless. It is chasing after wind. You know what I'm saying? But I am a firm believer that changes in art, the changes that artists make, aren't for now. They're for the next generation. And when thinking about this, and I want you to think about things that mean a lot to you as far as like movements and things like that that have happened. Because the way I see it, and maybe it won't be so long now because of just social media and how things work. But like when artists make a statement and fight against something, it usually takes 10 to 20 years for that change to actually take place. But if the artists weren't there yelling from the fucking rooftops and screaming in the streets about these injustices would just continue. The artist, these people are usually the ones who want to express themselves in front of people immediately. They are the ones who do this to give other people strength, to give quieter people strength. Do you see what I'm saying? If you didn't have the artists, if you didn't have the performers, if you didn't have the people who like needed to fight to make change happen, most people would just sit there and quietly fall into acceptance because they don't see the people fighting. So the art that you make that you think no one's hearing, the art that you make that you feel like no one is like sinking their teeth into and like changing shit. Like you write something that you want to change the world, you know, but like you're like, oh, but it's just I just wrote it. It's fine. It'll just be here. It's there. And the seeds that plants, okay, it takes a while. It needs to be like the seeds are planted. Now it needs to be watered. It needs sunlight. It needs room to grow. And then it'll grow and it'll grow. And this little sapling will grow and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And soon it'll be a big old strong ass oak tree that can produce shade and whatever the hell else metaphor you want to get into with this. Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you have to do something so that later things will change. And a lot of you will go, oh, well, that's good to say that, oh, you're just going to take credit for shit that happens 10 years from now. That's really lovely of you. But if you go back through time, and I mean, like, just look at, I mean, I want to say, look at how far we've come, but like we've gone backwards just within the last year. But a lot of that had to do with, I don't think any of us really understood what the power of celebrity in an influencer culture was going to have on the world, you know? Like, I don't think we understood the severity and the depravity of just how important a famous person could be to, you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we're going to talk a little bit about this now. I'm going to get off my fucking soapbox. If you guys have anything to add or share to this, please have it in the comments. And if you are one of those people who want to debate or talk about any of this stuff, if you can do it like nicely, if you can, like, check this out, like, regardless of how any of us think, we're still human. We're still living on this fucking stupid rock altogether. Okay. Like, and until Elon makes his fucking spaceship, we're all stuck on the same fucking planet. Okay. So, since we're going to be here together, we might as well get along and just be fucking human to each other. Okay. I don't care what fucking news channel you watch. I don't care what horrible fucking politics you believe in and how you might have done something really bad and took away a lot of people's rights. We're going to pretend that all that shit is okay right now and we're just going to be normal with each other. Okay? Like, let's just be fucking cool. Can we be fucking cool for once, please? Do not make me fucking regret saying this. So if you want to leave comments in the chat, just don't be a dick. That's all I'm asking you. So not fucking hard. God. Yes, I know it's Valentine's Day weekend. And I said, dick, and it doesn't have to be hard. And I understand that this is all fucking silly and wrong. Just swallow it for 5 seconds, guys. And I understand what that just did too. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going to show you a little bit about how this book is written and then explain to you why I'm jealous that I didn't write this book too, but then in reading it, why I realize I'm not that jealous. Because Ferlinghetti can't help himself. Ferlinghetti likes to be cute. Ferlinghetti gets in his own way all the time. And you could go back to any of his books. Ferlinghetti will have a good idea. And this is the publisher in him, so I don't want to fucking knock him for this, okay? Because as a publisher myself, I get it. But I try to be a little more thoughtful of this shit. Ferlinghetti will have an idea to write a book once he starts writing something and then go, oh my God, that's such a great idea for a book. And then he struggles to make the rest of the book happen. Like in every fucking themed thing that he has done, I've seen this. And so we're going to go through some of this stuff. So the first part of poetry as Insurgent Art says, I am signaling you through the flames. The North Pole is not where it used to be. Manifest destiny is no longer manifest. Civilization self-destructs. Nemesis is knocking at the door. So when he starts doing this shit, like this is that, this is that. And it's like, these are things that we once thought were absolutes that now are not. It is like, I get what you're doing, but it gets tiresome. And once he gets a bee in his fucking bonnet, he can't fucking let that shit go. It's like a dog with a fucking bone. What other cliches and bad metaphors can I use? It's like, what is it? The monkey not letting go of his fist, and so he can't get the thing off of his hand. Whatever the fuck that is. I feel like he does this shit all the fucking time. But then every once in a while, there's a humdinger in here, a little zinger. Okay. But the problem with him is, and the thing that sucks is, I know he revised his shit. Okay. So he actually got rid of the bad lines, and the ones that are left in here, these are the ones that made it. That's fucking terrifying. Can you fucking imagine what fucking horse shit was in here before? And I'm not trying to talk shit on Ferlinghetti because I do like Ferlinghetti, but he has his blind spots. Okay. So let's keep going. What are poets for? In such an age, what is the use of poetry? Oh my God. If you are a poet and you're watching this and that didn't make you fucking like go, whoa, excuse me? What, huh? Then you need to fucking reevaluate what the fuck you're doing. Why are you doing this? Okay, I'll read it again. What are poets for in such an age? What is the use of poetry? Answer that fucking question. And if you can't answer it, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, we're not even talking about poets anymore. Ask you, what are you fucking doing? What are you for? Why are you making art? What is your purpose? Figure it out. This is some shit right here. Oh, Gertrude Stein. I'm not yelling at you personally, and I wasn't calling you out personally, but I will say this, if you feel called out, you need to look at that. Okay? If you feel like I am calling you out in particular, I get comments like this in my videos a lot. Like, why do I feel so targeted? Here's the thing. If you feel targeted on that, there's a reason for that. So why is it? Why is it? I want you to feel a little. I was joking this time. Guess what? I buy that this much, and now I'm not at all. I don't believe you at all. I believe you were not joking at all. Okay, let's see. Almost Rev. I feel a little called out. Okay, just a little called out. That's fine. So what are you doing this for? And welcome. Let me see. The state of the world calls out for poetry to save it, a voice in the wilderness. Now, there are going to be times when he puts a lot of emphasis on poetry, and then later he's going to constantly contradict it. Okay. And this is where we get into the Ferlinghetti paradox, where he loves the smell of his own farts, and he's going to fucking tell you how fucking amazing shit is, and then cut the legs out from under it, and then tell you it's amazing again. Okay? Because, and I almost think he thinks that that's cute. Like, oh, it is a paradox, isn't it? Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? So here we go. If you would be a poet, create works capable of answering the challenge of apocalyptic times, even if this means sounding apocalyptic. Goddamn, that's a pretty fucking good line. That's a fucking good line. I fucking like that. That's fucking strong. That is fucking strong. Okay? I'm not going to go through all of this, obviously. Is this where I fucking added a bunch of lines in here? I totally did. If you would be a poet, write living newspapers, write living blog posts, write living newsletters, write living fucking social media blasts, write living text messages, write living comments. Do not write dead words. Do not write things that have no purpose. We are not Dadaists, and this is not the age of Dadaism. Okay? It might seem like it because everyone else is fucking going crazy, but somebody has to not be crazy in the asylum. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Somebody has to be bringing the medicine in. Somebody's got to help these motherfuckers. Even if we're the motherfuckers that need the help too. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there has to be a light in the dark. Oh my God. Be a reporter from outer space, filling dispatches to some supreme managing editor who believes in full disclosure and has a low tolerance for bullshit. Okay, now you're just being cute. You're being cute again, buddy. So let me see. There's all sorts of fucking like I wanted to read you a bunch of the good lines and I wanted to read you a bunch of the bad lines because he'll get like he'll hit like a note and he'll go, "Ooh, I want to keep playing with that." Like in a little bit he's going to start writing about birds and then everything's about birds cuz he got birds on his head. If you would be a poet, invent a new language anyone can understand. Okay, I'm just going to fucking say this right now. This is where he's getting cute. Invent a new language that anyone can understand. Why? Do you understand how not helpful that is? Invent a new language that anyone can understand. Why make this confusing? This line is confusing. It's going to make people confused. It's going to make people go, oh, maybe I should think about creating a new language, but one that everyone could understand. Well, seems like maybe I could just give someone a hug or a high five or something. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's all this is supposed to be. But now we're thinking way too much about something stupid that he just wrote to be cute. If you would be a okay. If you would be a poet, speak new truths that the world can't deny. What new truths could there be that the world can't deny? Because there should be the truths that the world can't deny, but the world denies anyway, or tries to deny. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just goes back to like keeping it fucking simple. It's not that easy, but new language in poetry is so needed. Okay, explain that. Explain what that would be. Because I think the new language in poetry would have to be the most primal, simplistic thing that everybody can understand. Like, what do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking it. Just tell me what you want to do. Let me see. Through art, create order out of the chaos of living. That's totally cool. Make it new news, right beyond time. Reinvent the idea of truth. Reinvent the idea of beauty. I do like this line. In first light, wax poetic. In the night, wax tragic. I get that. Like, so there he's saying, like, you can still write the beauty that you want to write. You could still, like, when the sun's shining on you and you feel that warmth on your face, you can still write something like beautiful. You could still write something meaningful. But don't let the day go by without writing something important, without writing something like heavy for everyone, not just for you. In terms of looking for poems for themed workshops, a lot of what we look for isn't enough to really communicate effectively enough. What do you want to communicate effectively? Like, what are you trying to communicate? Because I like where you're going with this. This is a fun thing to talk about. Let's figure this out. Let's get you set up. Let's get you sorted. Let me see. Try being a singing animal turned pimp for a pacifist king. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Quit being fucking cute. Just say what you mean and mean what you say, you stoop. Words can save you where guns can't. Decide if a poem is a question or a declaration or a meditation or an outcry. I like that. Like, know the poem you're writing when you write it. Let me see. And then it's funny because, like, he's doing all this stuff and then he starts taking pot shots at people who, like, do poetry readings, which is hysterical. Let me see. Where is that? That's so good. I was cracking up. Ooh, the sunshine of poetry casts shadows. Paint them too. I like that. Compose on the tongue, not on the page. Retracted. For example, I know I've looked for poems for things I felt and couldn't find anything. And a part of me feels I need to create the language expressing something that I really relate to. Yes, you do, goddess. I don't know if I worded that weird. I don't know if I don't think you worded it weird. I'm trying to. Is it really that you're having a hard time? Um. Oh, almost Rev. I get you. I understand now. I'm putting the pieces together. But Gurf, I don't want to call you out right now, okay? But I'm going to call you out right now. Um, I know I've looked for poems on things I've felt and couldn't find anything. And part of me feels I need to create the language expressing something I really relate to. My question is, do you need to relate the language of something that you really relate to? Or do you need to just be real with yourself and not so guarded and just say the words that everybody knows so you can relate to everybody like where they are, like meeting them where they're at instead of you like feeling like you need to create new words to show how you feel. Those words exist. They've been there for thousands of years. You know, like maybe I don't want to say you're overthinking it, you know, but in retrospect, maybe. um so new expression, not new words. Um Liv, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, just so you guys know, um, Lori's book, Bone and Sinew, it's available. Like we figured out how to get it. I just couldn't get it on my Kindle because my Kindle wasn't hooked up to the internet, and that's why I was having a problem getting it. But like I can't remember if it was this stream or the last or not this stream, but the last stream or the stream before, where a bunch of us were trying to get it. And I think she gave me the link. So I'm going to put the link in here for you guys. But Nikki, I want you to put your link in there for your book as well, if you can do it. If you can't, email it to me and I will do it. Where is Lori's book? I think this is it. Okay, where are we? So I'm pretty sure that's the link for Lori's book. I should be able to put links. Hell yeah, Queen supporting Queens. That's what I'm here for, guys. That's what I'm doing here. Let me see. Yeah, let's talk about this real quick. Also, for those of you who are just now getting here, if you go to the link below, you can get Erotic Anarchy for free by clicking the link below. Yes, the link works. Okay. So, Jeff, what's up, man? Where is your book, Nikki? Is the link thing not working? Uh-oh, what the fuck's happening right now? Okay. She's getting there. Okay. So, Gurf. Do you think it's possible that the words you're looking for exist, but you just can't find it? DM to me where? I got distracted. And Jeff, I sent you a picture of a letter Jack Kerouac wrote to some author. Oh, WhatsApp. Okay. Well, here's the thing. If you send me something in WhatsApp, that means oh, itchy eyes. Okay. I just realized that I have a bunch of messages on WhatsApp. I apologize. Okay, this is where I'm. Nope, that's the wrong link. Yeah, who's Bethany? Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you allow, when you put your stream on hold so Nikki could send you a link. Oh my God. No, that's the right link. That's my pen name. Okay, if you have a pen name, why am I using your other name on the other books? You gotta help a brother out. Like, I don't know, you got a pen name? What's happening over here? Okay, so this is the right link. I don't know. Do you feel called out now? Okay. Okay, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question now. When you submit something to somewhere, like, do you normally put your pen name on there, or do you not put it there because they don't ask for it? Come on. Don't be giving me that kind of crap. Okay. Not Nikki's book link is right here. Okay, so now that's in my notes, which means I don't submit, I dominate. I feel so called out that, okay, I have no follow through with that. Oh my gosh. I don't want you to feel called out. I want everything to just be okay. And here's Nikki's book. But, you know, in retrospect, maybe Nikki will like put her pen name and stuff when she sends it out. Boom. There you go. So I did my part today. I promoted poetry. Okay, what else we got? What are some other lines here? Lower your voice and speak from your chest, not through your nose. When performing your poetry, don't try to shatter windows in the next zip code. Wow. He was talking about somebody there. Who was he talking about? I like this. Write an endless poem about your life on earth or elsewhere. A poetry larger than life. The elsewhere part is just him being cute, maybe high. Your language must sing with or without rhyme to justify it being in the typography of poetry. He's going to start getting a little gatekeepy here in a minute. But you know, it's fine. Oh, now he wants us to dig stuff, man. Read between the lines of human discourse. Let me see. What are some other... Dude, this is this is for Lingetti, like taking it to fucking Insta Poetry before Insta Poetry existed. If you would be a poet, don't think quirks of thought are poetry. If you would be a poet, and this is another thing, like, why are you making this so confusing? Poets. That's it. If you would be a poet, just say, hey, poets, don't think quirks of thought are poetry. If you're going to fucking be like that, just be like that. Oh my God. And just because you say, if you would be a poet, that doesn't mean this whole book that is just quirks of thought are poetry. Do you see what I'm saying? He's like, he's showing himself right here. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Think long thoughts in short sentences. I do like that. I do like that. Quirks of Thought is my book title. I'm not gonna. Okay. I just want you to know this. I personally, this guy here, is trying to be really good and not say things that are going to cause a bunch of shit. Okay. And some of you who are here right now are setting me up really easily to like run the liquor, which I shouldn't do. Come on, guys. Quirks of Thought by. Oh my gosh. Okay. Any three lines do not a haiku make. Dude, don't fucking talk like that. It takes an epiphany to make it pop. I agree. It does take an epiphany to make a haiku pop. But also, don't write your sentence like you're fucking Yoda and shit. Come on, dude. The fuck is this? Like a field of sunflowers, a poem should not have to be explained. I agree. If you have to explain your poem, you done fucked up. Okay. Okay, here we go. If a poem has to be explicated, it's a failure in communication. Boom. Can you imagine Shelley attending a poetry workshop? My God. And this I don't like. I totally do not like this because here's the thing. He's showing himself again because this book is doing the thing that he's going to say right here not to do. A poet should not discuss the craft of poetry or the process of creating it. It's more than a trade secret, mystifying by its mysteries. Shut the fuck up. Stop. You have a whole section in this book called What is Poetry? Don't fucking act like you're fucking like giving rid of trade secrets. I'd buy that erotica poetry collection. No one's canceling nobody. Stop. Unless there's something I'm not aware of that I missed. Either that or the book itself is self-aware. Oh, it could be. This is a very pretty book. Yet poetry workshops may create communities of poetic kinship in hotland America where many may feel lonely and lost for lack of kindred souls. I don't think that's America exclusive. Oh, I'm going to judge the book all over its cover. Did you miss that poem? Have you not heard the judging the book by its cover poem? I think we lost Jeff. There's a possibility. Or he's driving. That is also a possibility. Sweep away the cobwebs. That's one of the things it says in here. Just, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Resist much, obey less. So anyway, like he gets on these like things and like I don't know. He likes to get cute. And like so here's Jeff's driving. Okay. Wake up, the world's on fire. Have a nice day. So at least he brought it back around at the end. Speak up, act out. Silence is complicity. Oh, shit. When the poet lets down his pants, his ars poetica should be evident, giving rise to lyric erections. Sordid. Sordid, sordid, sordid. Oh, happy birthday, baby! So anyway, what I'm trying to say, I guess, about Ferlinghetti, I'm going to go through the rest of this book. It's such a cute little fucking book, and it hurts. Like, I could fuck somebody up with this book, dude. This is a little tiny book. I could fuck a motherfucker up with that. Yo. Oh my God, I just got a bunch of crap on that. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is Ferlinghetti is one of those poets for me that he did more for poetry through publishing poetry than he did writing poetry. I don't think his writing's very good, but his knack for creating like a community, creating city lights, creating everything that came from what he did was huge and groundbreaking and cannot be understated. And for that alone, knowing that he has an eye, that he had vision, like you need to go into his poetry and see things, because every once in a while you will, like, there'll be like these like just gems, you know, not all the time, but sometimes you will find stuff in there. So as far as Ferlinghetti goes, read his stuff, but I'm guaranteeing you, like at least half of the stuff of his you read, you're going to kind of roll your eyes. It is very much of its time. He is very much a San Francisco hippie, and it took him a very long time to get out of being a San Francisco hippie. And I honestly don't think he ever really did. So, yeah, so that's that. I also think it took him a while to turn into a San Francisco hippie. So if you read his early stuff, I feel like that was him. I don't want to say him trying to fit in, but being the hippie kind of dude, I think was really easy for some people. And for some reason, for Ferlinghetti, I feel like he had to push that a little bit. He had to kind of work to be the hippie, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. But anyway, so that is that. Some other things that are going on. LA Art Week is this week. And it's the or the LA Art Fair week or whatever the fuck it is, but it's Wednesday through Sunday. So there might be a lot of live streams of me there trying to get stuff done at that place. So jury's out on if I'm going to be there every day. There's also another art show running alongside it in Hollywood that I might be going to as well. But I'm going to need to raise a lot of money in order to get the tickets to go to this thing the whole time. And I have to I need to get business cards made overnight and do all this shit. And I got to take my car in. But it should be under warranty, so everything's fine. But my car is fucked up right now. So that's on Tuesday. So that's what's going on there. Tuesday night, as long as everything is okay, we are still having the Anarchy Crew writing Zoom. And I will be posting more of those Zooms today. I might post like 2 or 3 today, because you can't schedule members posts for some stupid reason. I don't know why they won't let you just do that. So unless I'm sitting there and remember to do it, I forget to do it. So I need to just do that. So yeah, so join. Click down below. Join the fucking crew, guys. This is what fun motherfuckers do. This is how we do this shit. There's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I can't remember what it is. This shirt is fucking crunching up on me. It's driving me crazy. This is why I don't wear shirts. So yesterday Saturday, beautiful day out after a week of kind of gloom and rain. There's a bunch of art galleries around me. Okay. So I went and wandered around up and down Melrose and just like looking at these art galleries. Dude, I went to like fucking like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9, possibly more than that, different art galleries. Only 2 of them were open. All the rest of them were closed. One of them was a photography art gallery, but it was also there's a lens company that owns the gallery. So everything that they have in there is stuff from like that people use their shit for. And they were having an exhibit by Josh Brolin from you guys know Josh Brolin, the actor. He took a bunch of pictures and did this like, and I guess he wrote a book or there's a book out. What lens company? God damn it. Making me look shit up. Just kidding. Thanos. Yes, he was Thanos. He was also what? Mike? Or no, not Mike. Bren in the Goonies. That's the only role that matters. We all know this. Cable. Yeah. Okay, I understand. I get it. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was also the creepy dude in Planet Terror, the doctor. He was in Dune too. I remember he made a poetry book inspired by it, I think. Oh my God. The Dune book they had there was a poetry book that he wrote? Are you fucking with me? Oh my God, I should have got it. I'll just go back and get it. Like, it's just down the street. Okay, let me find the picture of this thing. Okay, so here is the building. Oh yeah, he wrote poetry. I think there were photos in it too. But I assumed it was that book. Okay, is it poetry or is it what? Okay, so basically here is the building it was in. And there it is. It says exposures, Greg whatever and Josh Brolin. But the name of the lens is that thing, the red circle thing on top. It's Leica. Is that a thing? Okay, someone needs to research this Dune thing. was the book I saw there a fucking goddamn poetry book? And I'm just like wandering around, doop 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 doop. But they were really nice in there. They opened the door for me. They were very Leica. What did I call it? Oh, didn't I say Leica? Or did I say Leica? No, I said Leica. Come on. What are you trying to make me do? Make me feel like I'm going crazy. But yeah, so but they had like this big case that went the whole length of the store that had all these different lenses and like the history of the lenses. And then they had like I actually have some lenses up here. I can just grab it and show you. But like they had the big lenses, right? And then they had them like cut down like what do you call it? What do you call it when you cut something in half? Yeah, like is the best glass. I've heard this. A cross section, I guess. Like it's cut down so you could like see all of the shit inside of it. It was really cool. But yeah, it was the photos in there were beautiful. And like he has pictures that he took of himself too. You know what? There were some Dune photos in there because I remember seeing that fucking kid. Is Jeff sponsored by Nikon? Anyway, but Josh Brolin's face is amazing for like really like good photography. Like just like all of the like shit in his face. He's just got a great fucking face. I mean, not everyone could be Rondo Hatton, am I right? Let me see. What else do we got here? Oh, and then I went to this coffee shop the other day. called Earth Coffee, but it looks like it's fucking Gotham and it's like Batman or some shit. But this was pretty cool. It's got some nice like things, but like walking around, there was this there were murals painted all over this alley. And it was super cool. And yeah, that's fucking Sade, babes. That's Sade, babes. Look at that. Oh my God. Then you can't really see that one. That one got kind of fucked up. But look at this. I fucking lost my goddamn mind over this fucking Basquiat one, dude. Look at that. So fucking cool. Really, really cool. Love it. But then I stumbled upon this fucking neon light store. It's a neon light studio and gallery. And I couldn't get inside. But then when I was walking around town, like looking at all of the things yesterday, there was another neon light gallery. And it was so effing cool. That's what she said. You got to be quicker. What happened? Earth Coffee. Yeah. But it was URF. Earth. Or something like that. What did I say? That's what she said for. Damn it. I missed it. Ugh. God damn it. That's what she said. Fuck. Anyway. But the neon sign place was great, but I couldn't get into it. They said they were open, but they weren't open. But you could see all of these bitchin' fucking things they had in there, and it's just like I wanted in so bad. But that's also what she said. Oh my gosh, this is getting really easy. That's what she said. Fuck. Right? Oh my God. So anyway, back to the Josh Brolin. But some of the photos he had, they had framed and they were like limited edition. So it'd be like 1 out of 50. And they were selling those in there. But they had the Dune book, and then they had another Josh Brolin book that I thought I need a weed sponsorship. Don't we all? I don't actually. It makes me too fucking paranoid. I would love Yellowtail to sponsor me, or Ichiban. I would love some Corinne Ichiban. I'd be throwing that shit back like nobody's business right now. Hell, I would take any kind of fucking blonde or rice beer from a fucking weird brewery around town too. Like I'll be a total fucking hoe. Sometimes you gotta be a hoe. That's what Mercedes Monet said. So there you go. Anyway, but what I wanted to say is one of the galleries I found yesterday that's really close. I'm going to be hanging out there every 10 fucking minutes now. They had Warhols, Keith Haring's, Lichtenstein, and Basquiat. Okay. In this fucking place. And I was losing my fucking mind. And then they had prints numbered and signed by everybody. So like, but you know, the Warhol, which Warhols did they have? They had the big Mick Jagger one, and that's huge. And I'm just like, oh my God. They had the Elizabeth Taylor that they have at the Broad, but they have the original or whatever thing of it. This one isn't even numbered. It's just like the thing. They have the smeared negative Marilyn. They had a bunch of Haring, but the Basquiats they had was the Batman and Robin. And what was the other one? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't take any pictures of it because it was an actual like little tiny gallery, and like they're obviously selling all this shit. So of course I'm gonna want to know how much all of this stuff is and want to have all of these things. So yeah, that's gonna be a fucking thing for real. But yeah. So that's like my new favorite place, and it's very close. So it's like within walking distance. So I will be frequenting that place a lot. This one gallery that I really wanted to go to, like in January, um, there was a exhibit going on until the end of January from this artist that I really dug, and I could never find parking whenever I was going down there. But it was before I actually moved in here. So I could never figure out how to get into the fucking place. And now that I live close and I can just walk, I'm pissed off that it's not there anymore. Like so many of these galleries have closed down because most of these galleries are kind of like pop-up galleries. Like it's a gallery while they have a show, and then when the show's over, they close up shop, and then that's it. So the sign saying to not touch the books was weird. Okay, yeah, because all of those books are first editions. Every book in that store is a first edition. And almost everything is signed. So like, but the books there, like again, like the Bukowskis that were in there that I wanted to get are like, one was 1,600, one was 1,500, and I think one was 800 or 880 kind of shit. Like everything's super fucking expensive, and they don't want you to fucking touch anything or handle anything. So, but it is what it is. And like I don't even know how much they want for that original Naked Lunch, but the French one, I would take that as a challenge. Yeah, knock yourself out if you want to fucking go there. It was so funny because like the guys that run the shop, it's this like British father and son thing, and this is what I don't like, and I don't understand why people do this, but like they have paintings of themselves, like portraits, like oil paintings of them in like royal attire, like many different kinds, all over the store. And it's bizarre. Like, I don't know. I mean, to me, it just screams like a Trump NFT or something like that, like for people over in the UK right now who are watching this, do like normal people like get themselves painted in like royal military attire and royal dress, like king and queeny fucking shit? Like, is that something that you guys do? Like, if you're like, oh, what should I get dad for his birthday? Oh, you know what we should do? We should get an oil painting of him dressed up as the Earl of Sandwich or something. Like, is this a thing that happens over there? Help me. Help me. Help me. My God. Anyway. Okay, while you guys decide if you're going to answer that question or not. Okay, so these guys got into an argument because and they were very British about it, but the son said to the father, Dad, how about next time when you decide to make a pot of coffee, before you turn the coffee pot on, can you fill it with water first? Why? What happened? What was the problem? Well, Father, there wasn't any water in the reservoir. In the reservoir? No water? No. No, Dad, you didn't put water in the coffee maker when you were trying to brew a pot of coffee. No. And like, it's just like, I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here before they turn around and start talking to me again. Forget book burning, book touching is the new anarchy. What in the wind in the willows is this? What is happening right now? Oh my gosh. I'm so confused. Anyway, so yeah, I got out of there because like and the guy means well, but it's like again, this whole store is curated. You know, it's like they collect things, it's rare books. You go in, you tell them who you are looking for or the book you are looking for exactly, and then they will bring it out to you and show it to you and like go through it with you, and then whatever other memorabilia. So like every time he's like, so who do you like? And I tell him, I'm like, he's like, oh, a Vonnegut fan, are we? Come here, let me show you something, come here. And then he takes me around the corner and he's like, now look up there on the wall under the clock. And then you do the whole fucking thing, and it's a sketch that Kurt Vonnegut did for the store. And he's like, now Vonnegut would come in here, he would fly in and stay at the hotel, and he would say the hotel that Vonnegut would stay at, and he would come just to spend time here in this store, and we would look through books, and one day he made this sketch for me, and I have it hung up there. And it's like every fucking time I go in, he tells me the same fucking story. And I get it. He is playing the part. He is playing the part of rare books dealer. He is playing the part of making sure, like, you know, the lore and the history and the importance of this location. It's good business. I get it. But try to remember this fucking face when I come in there and realize how many times you've told me that fucking story. Water. Oh, I get it now. Water. Yeah. So what about the painting things? Is that something you guys do? Is that like a normal fucking thing? Oh my God. And just so you guys know what this guy kind of looks like, let me give you. Do you guys watch Seinfeld? Are there any Seinfeld fans here? And I know I'm like talking shit on this guy, and I'm not trying to. He's a very nice man, but I'm fucking like giving you guys some entertainment here. Jarvie, hello. Hello and welcome, and thank you for being so polite to the chat. The chat needs people to be polite. I've heard of Seinfeld. Okay, well, let me tell you the story of the Seinfeld thing. Okay, do you guys remember Elaine's boss, that guy, and how he got an oil painting done of him? If you guys know who I'm talking about, the guy at the bookstore looks like that guy if that guy had really thick black eyebrows, but everything else looks exactly like that guy. In the UK, we only do those period oil paintings of our pets. What? So you put your pets in royal garb and then do an oil painting of them? Yeah, I haven't watched TV in 1,000 years either, but I was just throwing that out there. Okay, well, whatever. So anyway, so this guy has probably like, I don't know, there was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 different paintings of him and his son, not together, separate, like doing the pose where they're in like Napoleon's jacket or the Prince Charlie jacket or whatever. It's a whole industry at this point. See, here we just paint pictures of our dogs playing poker. Like we don't pretend they're like running nations or like leading troops into the fucking Falklands or anything like that. Good God. Like we just want our dogs to like win us money and smoke some cigars. We don't want them to like colonize. Oh. Yes. Yes. That's who I'm talking about. That's exactly who I'm talking about. The guy that owned the magazine Elaine worked for. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah. We're on the same page here. But dude, it's just like, and him and his son look exactly the same, except one is very gray and one is very not gray. And they just do these. I want to go in so bad and film, but they're so weird. I don't know if they're gonna let me. And it would just be, oh my God, putting a camera on that guy, he is just going to be like story after story, man. Us British shan't sully ourselves with pots of coffee. We drink tea, damn it, from India in a china teapot with Danish milk from our American fridge freezer that's made in Japan. I love it. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Do people get paintings commissioned still? Apparently they do. These guys do. No, but like I've actually been talking to a lot of artists. I don't think people get portraits done as much, but like commissions, like just like painting commissions, people do commissions all the time. But there's also that Paint Your Life. I don't know if that's still a company. There was this company called Paint Your Life, and you could take like photos of everyone in your family, even people who've never met before, and then like give them all to the Paint Your Life people, and then the Paint Your Life will make this big beautiful oil painting of all of these people together in a picture. So maybe your great grandmother was never able to hold your baby. Well, not anymore. Just hold my beer while I get your great grandma to hold your baby in this oil painting. It's kind of scary. It kind of freaks me out, but that's a thing. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah. So I feel like I was on one there for a minute. Should probably calm down a little bit. Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, that's what's going on. Whew. That was fun, huh? Yeah, Jeff, Nikki said there's a company that does it where you send a photo and AI will do the rest. Send a link once she's back in the room. Ew. AI doing a fucking oil painting of you, or just like an oil looking painting thing for a thumbnail. The thumbnail for this live stream is now an oil painting made by Paint Your Life. It's super creepy. Good Lord. You know what would be a better photo? I'm going to tell you what will be a better photo. I'm going to tell you what would be a better oil painting. Here you go, Paint Your Life. Suck on this one. Here are all the people in my family and the ultrasound of my kid. I want everyone in the ultrasound. Put everyone in the fucking womb. Do an oil painting of that. Everyone in there all like bunched up and tangled together and shit because there's not a lot of room in there. Put everybody in there. That's where I want the family reunion to be. In the womb with the zygote. Make that happen. There you go. There's the fucking photo. I want my great grandmother inside the uterus of the mother of my child. Can you make that happen? Boom. Sorted. Take that, AI. I just broke the internet. Oh my God. What is that called? Rule 34? Is that what it is? Because that's about to happen, guys. I just like made everything really gross. Or I could write a poem. Maybe I'll write a poem. I don't know. Or maybe I'll paint a picture. But I'm not that good of a painter. Haha, no idea what that is. Thank you for just giggling and acknowledging that I'm saying stupid things. I appreciate it. Oh, I mean, I need to send you a message about that. Oh my God. I mean, we did talk about it a little bit on the live stream the other day, but there is a new podcast with yours truly on it. We're recording our first episode on Wednesday. That's going to be fun. And again, if any of you want to start a podcast and have me be a co-host on it, which means you guys do most of the heavy lifting and all the editing and all the fucking bullshit I don't want to do, I would love to do it with you. So let me know. We could talk poetry, we could talk shop, we could talk dating advice, we could talk about how you're a loser. Not you watching this, but the person listening to the podcast that you create in the future. You know what I'm saying? No, Rule 34 is just P-orn of popular characters. Vor is where you... Oh, wow. Is where you eat a person whole. So like Saturn devouring his child. Look at Jarvie coming in hot, dude. Shit. Look out. But yeah, so the new podcast, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm like just blown away. I'm like, it's going to be really cool. I think we're going to try to record like 3 or 4 episodes in a row and put those out. So there's like a chunk to listen to. And then I don't know how often we'll do them. Like I could probably do them every week, but I don't know what Shaylin's going to be able to do. So we'll see. Coming in hot. I thought there was some rule that it's like if you could think it, that means that there's already something on the internet that has made it filthy and dirty and gross. So, like if you could think of something horrific, there will be something dirty of that on the internet. The internet is always a step ahead of you. Just like Instagram is always a step ahead of you with telling you what things it already knows that you want to buy. This reminds me of the time people told me not Google 4chan and I did not listen. Yes, Rule 34 is. Yeah. 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 But Nikki, I feel like your like not your motto and not your mission statement, but maybe it is your mission statement, is someone's going to tell you to do something and then you're going to do the opposite just to like go because that's what Nikki does. That's how you Nikki jam. You know what I'm saying? So the way to get Nikki to do things that you actually need Nikki to do is ask Nikki to do the opposite of the thing that you really want done and hope that today is not the day where Nikki decides, you know what, I'm going to turn my life around. Almost Rev is sitting there like taking notes. Oh my gosh, so stupid. I really want to plant this postcard, but I also want to mail a postcard to see if, but is there certain plants that you're not supposed to ship over state lines or like plants from America into England or something like that? He just forbid me cleaning the house. I'm so conflicted. Oh my God, that's fucking hysterical. I might pee. Oh shit. Okay, I'll send you the other postcard. But like, I don't know if Customs is going to say we're not allowed to have oak trees here and blah blah blah. I will say sometimes it's best not to know some things. Yeah, those are 2 of those things. This is not knowledge I am proud of. It's also not knowledge that is helpful in any way. I have tons of knowledge like that. Like if I ever got on like a really foul version of Jeopardy, Like I might be able to like win $1 million. Other than that, like there really isn't much use for most of the knowledge in my head. Like it's really like not useful. And that makes me sad. Cause it's like I feel like I've lived this whole rich and fucking like magical life, you know, where I've had all these experiences and learned all of these things and then realized, oh shit, like this is all pointless and meaningless. What the fuck did I waste all my time learning all this shit for? And then people go, it's not a waste if you learned a lot and enjoyed yourself. Well, I did, but now I have no way to share it because nobody cares. And then everyone's like, oh, and that's why you're a poet. And then I'm like, oh, I see. I've seen the folly of my ways, which is also why I quit school 3 years in once I realized that a philosophy degree is absolutely useless and does nothing for you. Hence, poetry. I think we all see how this all works together, right? Like this is all like no-brainer shit. But yeah. Oh yeah, I still got to figure out what that Ocean Vuong book is. Because here's the thing, and this is going to sound really funny, guys. I go back and forth on, and I've made 2 videos now on is Ocean Vuong actually good? And Ocean Vuong is good the more and more I read bad poetry from like newer published poets. It is so disheartening and so like, oh, what? And I read all this shit, and I'm not trying to do this as a gatekeeping thing. I'm doing this as I just want something fucking good. And again, Anarchy Crew. Okay, one of you guys who do QR codes, take a picture of this. If you're really sitting next to each other, look at Nikki's screen, use your phone, take a picture of this QR code, and see if we could just get a bunch of postcards. Because they will only let me have 1, and I took 2. Thinking I was being like a really sneaky fuck. Because I want to just plant one, but I also want to mail one and see if I could get it to another country or across state lines without it being iffy and weird. But anyway, so yeah, so Ocean Vuong. I feel like there's a lot of gimmicky. Put it back on. Okay, put it back on. Here we go. Do the thing. Get it. I will try to hold still. But now that I'm trying to hold still, I feel like I'm moving more. Shit. I'm totally... I can see the fucking... I can see all this area over here. I'm not even fucking in the screen anymore. What is wrong with me? Was that okay? Liv, I think you're just fucking with me now. That's what she said. Got it. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, I think Liv is Nikki's daughter. Am I correct? If that is true, Liv, I'm not allowed to. That's what she said to you. Jury's out if Nikki should. That's what she said to you. Oh my God. Wait, what am I looking for? I don't know. What does the QR code do? What does it take you to? Does it show you how to get more postcards? That's what we're trying to find out. We want more postcards. Or maybe Google PST art. This is what the bottom of this thing says. Social forest. Oaks of that long word. And then PST art. And then, nope, that's where you put stamps, and that's what that says. Okay. Directions to two forests. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just wanted some more fucking postcards. If that's okay, I'm just gonna Google like or go on Amazon and look up compostable postcards with seeds inside and see what it gives me. Because maybe I could get some cool stuff like Venus flytrap postcards or I don't know, like something. Audrey too, postcards, something like that. What else is going on? I guess that's all that's going on. What time is it? We're almost at 2 o'clock. Not really. We're still like 19 minutes away, but for me, that's quite some time. So I want to get into more of this book. Do you guys want to hear what Ferlinghetti thinks poetry is? Because I will tell you. Poetry is what we would cry out upon coming to ourselves in a dark wood in the middle of the journey of our life. Dude, oh my God. Sometimes I just want to shake this dude and say, just talk, dude. Why are you doing this? Poems are burning bows. Poems are arrows of desire. Poems give words to the heart. Okay, now I'm just getting weird. Poetry is the truth that reveals all lies. The face without mascara. My God. What is poetry? Wind stirs the grasses, howls in the passes. Now I just want to punch him in the dick. Da, 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 da. Oh, drunk flute. Oh, golden mouth. Kiss, kiss in stone boudoirs. You're just getting really cute, buddy. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I want to like him so much more because of his footprint on poetry, on modern poetry, on free verse poetry, on everything from the beats to the meats to all postmodern shit, especially West Coast fucking poetry. Like, I want to praise this man to the heavens. But then most of the stuff he wrote was such gibberish and trite pap. That's where the QR code me, dude. I would buy Audrey 2 postcards, even if I have to take out some jerks to feed the plant. Oh my God, dude. Tell me all about it. My God, that'd be amazing. Anyway, so are there other people like that in your... Let me ask you that question. Dude, you should really be careful about where you post your seed. That's what she said. And like, yeah. Let's just go with that. Yeah. What else? Oh, I was gonna ask you guys, is there any poet like that for you guys where you appreciate them, you respect them, like what they did meant a lot to who you are now as an artist or a poet, but you really just don't like their fucking shit? Or you like very small parts of it? Tell me more. Is there anybody like that for you? Anyone says my name, you will instantly be banned from my heart. God damn it, guys. Don't make me cry. Not today. Not today when I'm wearing a shirt that's making me feel like I'm in jail. It's just constricting my whole body. It's driving me crazy. I need so many things right now. I need to make an order on Amazon and order a bunch of printing products, and I need paints. I'm out of white. I need white. Can you repeat the question, please? Okay. Is there a poet, okay, who was influential to you, or somebody who you can respect the footprint they left on poetry, on art, but you really just don't like their own poetry? Like, what they did was greater than what they wrote. What they stood for was greater than what their art was, if that makes sense. And again, this is subjective. This isn't like you calling fuckers out. I'm just saying. In gen, guys. In gen. Whew. But yeah, I'm out of a lot of stuff. I need to order stuff. I can't find a couple notebooks. I lost some notebooks, and that makes me sad. And yeah, I'm fading. I'm fading quick. Oh, I should do that. Where are all my books? Let's go. Let's go for a walk. Oh my God. Where are my books? Are these my books? My God, these are my books. These are my books, son. Oh, look at him. Look at him. How cute. Okay. All right. So before we get Shakespeare, oh, what a fucking hack that motherfucker was. Am I right? Let's fucking talk about that. Good fucking answer, Nikki. Up top. I agree. I think Shakespeare is so fucking overrated. It's disgusting. And I just lost like 17 subs. Thank you. But before you guys forget, go over to mattwallart.com. Get the free books that are there because those are for you. But now you have to buy stuff. Okay. Yeah, you have to join the membership down below anyway. But now you got to buy stuff. You need to buy my books. You need to buy my paintings. I'm going to get the books. There you go. See? Right there. That's how it's done. I'm going to get the books. Okay. So, When Are Your Mom's Sodomy Prize for Poetry? This is available. Signed and numbered. End of Everything. Signed and numbered. Not many of these left. Okay. So, again, I think there's like less than 20 of these left. So, get these while you can. These will be up for a little bit longer. Extra. These are the extra poems from When Are Your Mom's Sodomy Prize for Poetry that didn't fit in the book. Me as an action figure. These are poems about nostalgia, like childhood, the whole fucking thing. Pick that up if you can. And then, oh, actually, these are still up there. I got to take this down. These have to come down very soon. Los Angeles, there's only a couple copies of this left. Again, these are signed and numbered. And Panic, the book of novellas and stuff, this is up there too. And these are going into the vault as soon as I remember to go do it. But this month's books are Poems Over Pussy. These are poems about your art being more important than chasing tail, God damn it. Figure it out. Okay? That's what these poems are about. Signed and numbered. Wait, I think only a certain amount of these were signed. So there were 28 copies. The first 10 were signed. And I only have a few copies of these left. And then Type Hard. Poetry on Writing, Volume 1. There are only, I think, 4 copies of this left out of 50. 48 out of 50. Okay. Boom. Or wait, no, that's what this one is. So there's only 4, but signed, numbered, the whole thing. And yeah. And a bunch of my artwork is up there too. So you could go take a look at those, take a look at the books, let me know what you want. Get the stuff you want, download the free stuff. And yeah, and I want you guys all to have a really great day. Join the crew so you could come to the writing Zooms and all that other stuff. And for the members only live streams that are Monday through Friday, every day there's going to be a prompt for that day. Okay. So make sure you know that when you come on Monday, that's what she said, there's going to be a prompt for you to have your whole day be built around. I'm going to be honest, I only read a few poetry, and the stuff I read, I love Poe, Shel Silverstein, you, Dante. It's just very, like, it's just very handful of poetry. And I've read awful poetry from Gabby Hanna. Okay, well, first off, I'm going to say up top, thank you for that. Being spoken in the same sentence as Shel Silverstein and Poe, but Silverstein also has a very close place in my heart. I love so much. Dante, I could give or take, but it's fine. But I appreciate you. And yeah, there is some awful poetry out there too. But again, it's all subjective. Like, some person's like golden dildo is someone else's, you know, like, I don't know, like rotted zucchini, like not everything's for everybody, but even the shittiest poems in the world are someone's favorite poem. So you can't get upset with it and you can't look at it like that. So I appreciate you. Hearts. But yeah, so go get some stuff. But yeah, prompts, and we're building our lives, guys. We're gonna do this. I'm trying really hard to get more into scheduling my life. I'm trying so fucking hard. Okay. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to help you. Still doing mentorship calls and stuff like that too. If you guys want to do that, I think there's still info on my website about that, but not sure because I'm switching things over from one site to the other. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually, guys. Someday soon. Okay. So join the crew down below, type hard, do the thing, get the type hard book too. There's only 4 of them left. And yeah, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay. So have a good night, guys. Bye.